All right, so you're thinking about ditching that old heating system, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Upgrading to something new, maybe getting rid of all those refrigerant-based units?
Yeah.
It's a smart move. There's actually a ton of cool alternatives out there that people are using now.
Yeah.
I've got a stack of articles here from all HVAC experts. They're based in California, but a lot of what they're talking about applies no matter where you are.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's dive in and see what they have to say.
Yeah. It's interesting because the HVAC industry is really going through this huge shift right now,
Oh yeah,
moving away from refrigerants, especially those with a high global warming potential.
GWP.
EWP. Exactly.
Okay, so refrigerants, GWP. For those of us who aren't HVAC specialists, can you break that down a little bit? What's the big deal with refrigerants, and why are they talking about GWP so much?
Well, GWP basically measures how much a greenhouse gas traps heat in the atmosphere compared to carbon dioxide.
Okay.
So a refrigerant with a high GWP basically means it's contributing a lot to climate change.
Ah, so the higher the GWP, the worse it is for the environment.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. So it makes sense that they're moving away from those high GWP refrigerants. What are some of the other options that people are looking at to replace those?
Well, one of the most popular alternatives is electric heating.
Electric heating.
Yeah, and when we say electric heating, we're talking about a range of solutions. So it could be electric furnaces, electric water heaters, even just those little space heaters, you know?
Right, just for like a quick boost.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was actually reading in here that electric heating is super popular in certain cities in California, like they mentioned Linda West, Sacramento, Oakdale. And then they even talk about how electric water heaters are really common in like Lincoln and Antelope. And I'm thinking, like, is that because natural gas isn't as readily available in those areas? Or is there some other reason why they're going electric?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
It could be a combination of factors, you know? Maybe those areas have higher electricity costs, which makes electric heating more cost-effective.
Mm.
Or maybe they have strong local incentives that actually promote electric systems. So it's really interesting to see how, where you live geographically and what the local policies are can really influence what type of heating is popular.
That's so interesting.
Yeah,
It makes you realize you really need to research what makes the most sense in your location.
absolutely.
Because what works in California might not work somewhere else.
Exactly. Now, speaking of electric heating, let's talk about furnaces.
Okay.
Because the article dives into furnace costs, which can be a big factor for people
Yeah.
when they're considering a switch.
For sure, because furnaces are a pretty big investment up front.
Right. They can be. They can be. But it's important to think about the long-term savings, you know? So yes, a high-efficiency gas furnace might have a higher initial price tag,
Right.
but it could lead to lower energy bills in the future. And the article focuses on California, mentioning towns like North Auburn and Grass Valley, but the principle of investing in efficiency to save money in the long run is the same everywhere.
So you're kind of playing the long game with your heating system.
Spend a bit more now to save more later.
Exactly.
Okay, what about electric furnaces, though? I know those are mentioned in the article as being super safe and reliable. What makes them stand out?
Well, electric furnaces are great because they have fewer moving parts than gas furnaces.
Okay.
So there's just less that can break down.
Less maintenance?
Less maintenance, exactly.
Yeah.
And no gas combustion means there's no risk of carbon monoxide leaks, which is a major safety concern.
Right, huge safety concern.
The article mentions these being popular in Davis and Lincoln Village, where, again, natural gas might not be as common.
Yeah, so electric furnaces sound like a good option if you're looking for that peace of mind. Low maintenance and you don't want to worry about gas.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've got electric heating in a few different forms,
Yeah.
but there's this one other alternative in the article that honestly caught me off guard.
Oh, yeah.
Gas fireplaces.
I know, right?
You don't really think of a fireplace when you're thinking of heating your home,
Not as like a primary source.
right? You think cozy ambiance,
Yeah.
but they're saying that they actually can be used for more than just that.
Oh, yeah. Gas fireplaces can provide heat on demand. And compared to wood-burning fireplaces, they require way less maintenance.
Oh, that's good. Because I would not want to be chopping wood all the time.
Yeah.
And they come in so many different styles now. I was reading here that they're really popular in places like Truckee and Granite Bay in California.
Mm.
So maybe fireplaces aren't just for those super cold climates.
Yeah.
Maybe you can have a fireplace anywhere.
Yeah.
And it can just add that nice little touch of warmth and style.
Exactly. It's all about finding what fits your style and your needs.
It's amazing how many alternatives there are to those old refrigerant-based systems.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm guessing it's not as simple as just picking one and being like, okay, that's the one I want. I'm done.
You're right. There are definitely some things you need to consider before you actually make the switch.
Okay, so what are some of those things? What should we be thinking about?
Well, the article outlines 5 key steps.
5 key steps.
Yeah, for successfully transitioning away from your old heating system. And I think it would be helpful to go through
All
those.
right, let's hear them. What's step 1?
So the first step is to really evaluate your current system.
Okay, so that sounds pretty straightforward,
Yeah.
but what exactly are we evaluating?
Well, you want to think about what's working well with your current setup, what's not really meeting your needs.
Okay.
Like, are you comfortable in all seasons? Are there any rooms that are always too hot or too cold? How are your energy bills looking?
Okay, I see.
It's all about getting a baseline, like taking your heating system's temperature before you decide to change anything.
I like that. Okay, so step 1 is like taking stock of where you're at.
Exactly. Once you've got a good understanding of your current situation, you can move on to step 2.
Okay, what's step 2?
Prioritizing efficiency.
Okay, efficiency.
Oh.
Efficiency. We hear that word all the time. What does it actually mean when we're talking about heating systems?
So basically, it's all about getting the most heat output for the least amount of energy input.
Okay.
A high-efficiency system is going to convert more of that fuel or electricity into actual warmth for your house,
Okay,
which means lower energy bills and a smaller carbon footprint.
got it. So less, waste more warmth, more money in my pocket.
Exactly.
That's a win-win-win.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've evaluated our system. We're prioritizing efficiency. What's next?
Step 3 is all about being a savvy consumer.
Oh, I like that.
You need to do your research and look for those rebates and incentives.
Ooh, tell me more about that.
So a lot of governments and utility companies offer financial incentives to encourage people to switch to more energy efficient systems.
Really?
Yeah, like tax credits, rebates, even low interest loans.
Wow.
It's definitely worth taking the time to see what's available in your area.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah, you might be surprised at how much money you can save just by doing a little bit of research.
exactly.
All right, so we've evaluated, we've prioritized, we're looking for those rebates. What's the next step on our path to heating system success?
Step 4 is all about planning your budget.
Oh, budget, the dreaded B word.
But I'm not just talking about the upfront cost of a new system.
Right.
You have to think about the operating costs too.
Yeah, those monthly energy bills, they can really add up.
Exactly. And this is where considering the long-term benefits of an efficient system comes in.
Right.
So yeah, a high-efficiency furnace might be more expensive initially,
Right.
but it could save you a ton of money over its lifetime.
So it's all about looking at the big picture.
Yeah.
Okay, step 4, plan that budget. We're on to the final step. Drum roll, please.
Okay, the last and probably most important step is to consult with HVAC professionals.
Of course.
Talk to the experts.
Yeah.
The people who really know these heating systems inside and out. They can assess your specific needs. Look at
Yeah.
your home, your local climate, and recommend the best solution for you.
Yeah.
They can also help you navigate that whole installation process and make sure everything is done right.
Yeah, I think that's such a good point. It's easy to get caught up in all the bells and whistles of all the new technology and all the different features.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, you want a system that's going to work reliably and efficiently.
for sure.
Okay. So we've got our 5 steps for making the switch. But let's zoom out a little bit and talk about why we're seeing this big shift away from refrigerant-based systems in the first place.
Yeah.
It's more than just wanting the newest, coolest thing, right? There's a deeper reason behind it.
It really comes down to sustainability, I think.
Okay.
We're all becoming more aware of our impact on the environment, and we're looking for ways to reduce our carbon footprint.
Right.
And opting for heating solutions that don't rely on those old refrigerants.
Yeah.
That's a big step in the right direction.
Like we're saying, we want to be comfortable, but we want to do it in a way that's good for the planet.
Exactly.
So we've got electric heating, we've got gas fireplaces.
Yeah.
Which one of those is really standing out to you as the most promising alternative?
It's tough to pick just one
If I,
because the best option really depends on each person's needs.
yeah, makes sense.
But I have to say, I'm really excited about the advancements in electric heating technology.
Me too. I think it's
Like-
so cool. There are so many different options now. Everything from sleek modern heat pumps to super energy efficient water heaters.
Yeah.
And speaking of exciting new developments, I'm curious about the role of smart home technology in all of this.
Yes.
Because the article doesn't really go into it too much.
That's a whole other layer to this heating revolution.
I know.
Imagine being able to control your electric furnace from your phone,
Oh my gosh.
adjusting the temperature remotely, setting schedules based on your family's routine.
Okay, now that's getting really interesting.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
So smart thermostats, they can learn your preferences and automatically adjust the temperature. To keep you comfy while saving you energy, some systems can even connect with your utility company to take advantage of time-of-use pricing,
Oh, wow.
so you can save even more money.
So it's not just about convenience, it's about optimizing efficiency and being smart with your energy usage.
Exactly.
And isn't there like a safety element to smart home tech too?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They can have sensors that detect things like carbon monoxide leaks,
Oh, wow.
and they'll automatically shut down the system and send you an alert on your phone.
So you don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah,
That peace of mind is priceless.
it
It's
is.
amazing how far heating systems have come.
Yeah.
We've gone from basic furnaces to these like super sophisticated connected systems that are more efficient, safer,
Hmm.
more environmentally friendly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Incredible.
It really shows you how technology can be used to improve our lives and make things more sustainable.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've covered a lot of exciting advancements today,
Whether
but there's this one crucial thing that the article only mentions briefly that I think deserves more attention.
Oh, yeah. What's
Yeah.
that? It's the source of the energy that powers these heating systems.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's one thing to switch to an electric furnace or a heat pump,
Right.
but if that electricity is coming from a power plant that burns coal, are we really making a difference?
That's a great point. It's like driving a hybrid car but filling it up with gas made from tar sands.
Yeah,
It kind of defeats the purpose.
exactly. The true potential of these systems lies in pairing them with renewable energy sources,
Okay.
like solar and wind power. Imagine generating your own clean energy to heat your home.
Oh, wow. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
Not only are you reducing your reliance on those fossil fuels,
Yeah.
but you're also creating a more resilient energy system for your home.
Exactly. It's like taking control of your own energy.
Yeah.
And it's becoming more and more feasible for homeowners to do this with solar panels and home batteries.
Yeah. That's so cool. So we've got all these amazing heating alternatives. We've got smart home technology to optimize them, and then the potential to power them with clean energy.
Yeah.
Seems like we're on the verge of something really special here.
It's a really exciting time to be thinking about upgrading your heating system.
It is.
There are so many options out there, and the possibilities for creating a more eco-friendly and energy-efficient home are just growing every day.
Okay, so let's recap what we've learned today.
Yeah.
We talked about moving away from those refrigerant-based systems, explored a bunch of different options like electric heating and those gas fireplaces, talked about why efficiency is so important and how smart home tech can play a role. And we even touched on the potential of renewable energy.
Yeah, we also went through those 5 crucial steps for making the switch.
Right, evaluating your system,
Hmm.
prioritizing efficiency, researching those rebates and incentives, planning your budget, and talking to the experts, those HVAC professionals.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot to consider. But I think the big takeaway is that knowledge is power. The more you know about the different options, the better decisions you can make.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, it's about finding the perfect system for you.
So true. I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about today.
I think so.
But there's one final question I want to leave you with.
Okay.
We talked a lot about the benefits of electric heating, but what about the challenges?
Mm.
What are some of the downsides that people should be aware of? That's something to think about as you continue your research on heating alternatives.
That's a great question to consider.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today on The Deep Dive. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for having me.